Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trending Today, coming to you from the Bank of Tennessee headquarters in Johnson City. I'm Karen LeBlanc, and in this next half hour, we'll introduce you to companies and entrepreneurs innovating the business world.
And I'm Jana Angel. Learn how these entrepreneurs built their brands and their secrets to success.
Designed by an elite marketing team in the Emerald City, VariaMetrix is a platform that provides marketing analytics from the ground up. It's incredibly efficient and easy to use.
My name is Don Devange. I'm the CEO of VariaMetrix. So VariaMetrix is the first stage of a marketing analytics platform. So right now it's a dashboard that consolidates all your data into a single space instead of showing discrepant data in different parts of different screens. So by consolidating it all together in the same spot, we have the ability to mix and match the data and show things in ways that you would not otherwise be able to see them. We want to make data approachable. Most people don't have data backgrounds, but everyone's now expected to make decisions based on data. And the best way to make data more approachable and engaging is to make it visually appealing. So that was one of our first and foremost kind of criteria, is how do we make things engaging, both in terms of design and what types of charts can best convey certain types of data, but also colors and impact, and how do you have a really good kind of standard color palette, but then also one that can be customizable to the brand's own color palette. So that way it feels more like theirs, because data ownership is also another big part of what we want to get across. And people contribute that based upon how they visually perceive things more often than not. So Diane and I first met about 6 or 7 years ago, and we learned that we didn't have any overlapping roles whatsoever. She is very much on the creative side, I was very much on the media and analytics side, and those two together really go together like peanut butter and chocolate. So Daniel is an amazing, what we call a unicorn, where he has amazing design skill and amazing development skills. And both of those together in the same person is very hard to find. So we were able to take my analytics background, Daniel's development background, and Diane's design background, and really blend them into an ultimate tool that helps really visualize data in a way that just doesn't exist right now.
I'm Diane Davis. I'm the co-founder and creative director for VariaMetrix. I'm responsible for the overall aesthetic of the program and the user experience. The data doesn't lie. It shows that either an ad's doing well or an ad's not doing well. People are coming to your website and staying on one page and leaving. It shows everything that will help build the success of either a website or an advertising campaign. VariaMetrix was designed with the user in mind. It was designed to be a comprehensive dashboard for marketers to be able to see everything that they are doing within a campaign or on their website and have it in one view on one dashboard and easily understood, easy to read, easy to understand, and beautiful as well.
I'm Daniel Stam. I'm the head of product at VariaMetrix. What that means is I'm in charge of taking that 10,000-foot view of where we want to go and turning that into actual features, actual design, and even a little bit of marketing on that. Not a lot of companies have data analysts on staff. They don't have data scientists. They don't have it's needed to really get a good picture of your marketing. What they can get from VariaMetrix for the medium-sized companies is something simple that a small team or even a one-person marketing department could use to get a great visualization of their data, to get great analytics on that data, and a great attribution on that data. And because they own everything, there's less of that risk than using any of these other tools that are out there.
We see this being really beneficial to people who are running either a small marketing team internally that need to just kind of expand their own resources, people who need to report on performance to senior leadership, but really don't have a lot of time to do that. Sometimes leaders want to get the information they want it right now. And then how do you then spend an hour or 2 hours messing with things in PowerPoint? We just want to make that as easy as possible. So as people that have to turn things around tightly and not spend a lot of time making it look good, that's where a tool like this is going to be really beneficial. But the other part is it really helps kind of tell the difference between what impressions matter and what engagements matter. Because you can see lots of engagements and lots of impressions in different platforms, but are they equal? Are they not equal? You have to kind of take things with a grain of salt. And by centralizing everything into the single database, then we're able to say that here's what the overall campaign looks like and gives you a much clearer and cleaner picture of what that campaign performance is overall.
It's developed in such a way that a layperson could get in there and understand it and be able to use it and find at least some of the data that they're looking for. One of the best features of it too is you're able to just one click, press a button and create a PowerPoint presentation. With the push of a button, VariaMetrix allows you to display all your graphs and charts in one single PowerPoint presentation.
The thing about VariaMetrix is that it isn't about trying to analyze the data in a mathematical way. The thing that we really care about, the special sauce, is that you don't need to know what you're looking for in order to find the things that are relevant to your business.
It's how you can engage with the data and engage with the charts. So one of the things we want to do is if you see two charts, if you wanted to marry that data together, you'd usually have to export it, put it into its own spreadsheet, make a separate chart to do all that, where we just made it literally as simple as dragging and dropping one chart onto the other one. And then with that, we can also do math within that chart, so you can even get deeper insights that would never exist on any individual chart right out of the gate. We designed this tool to help businesses do more and be more efficient with their money. And that's kind of the ultimate goal, because if companies can make better decisions, they can make sure the message is the right one to their audiences who won't be as annoyed by irrelevant ads, and everyone wins. Because if consumers hear a better, stronger message from companies, and companies know what consumers are responding to and want to hear.
Our next guest helps get frontline workers where they're needed most. Let's head to Omaha, Nebraska to learn more about the dynamic team at Triage Staffing.
My name is John Maskey. I'm founder CEO of Triage Staffing. We're based here in Omaha, Nebraska. We've been at this for 15 plus years, having tons of fun. We're a nationwide healthcare staffing firm. We place traveling professionals all over the country. We work in all 50 states. We place nurses, rehab therapy professionals, cardiopulmonary professionals, radiology professionals, and medical lab professionals. They do 13-week contracts, and when they're done with those assignments, we get them amped up for their next Triage contract and get them on the road again. When we've done research and talked to travelers and asked them directly what it is that they are seeking, overwhelming response is, we don't want there to be surprises. We want to be taken care of. And as part of being taken care of, we just want to be shot straight. What directly sets Triage apart in our industry is that we're real. Big reason why travelers choose Triage. We are not spinning some fantasy of what folks are going to expect on contracts just to put a square peg into a round hole. That's not who we are. We're candid, we're upfront, we're honest, we're straight shooters when it comes to sharing information about the assignments that they're going to take. We might do more to talk someone out of a contract than we do to talk them into a contract. That's what the Triage difference is. That's what we're about. As we looked at the entire market, we realized that technology was going to have to play a big role in. And we're not a tech company. We're not pretending to be a tech company, okay? We're a staffing firm. We get relationships. We saw an opportunity with a company called Kamana Health that is a technology company that had a simple solution for how they could make travelers' lives better, easier, simpler.
I love nurses. I love my fellow nurses. I've gotten to work from Florida all the way up to Alaska with, different RNs, CNAs, rad techs, occupational therapists, and this kind of common denominator of like the paperwork associated with our careers. I mean, it just sucks. It's a big time suck. It's frustrating.
Healthcare professionals were used to like texting their licenses, texting their certifications, which isn't that big of a deal. But then when you get to things like history and physicals and vaccine records and all these social security cards and driver's licenses and sending stuff via email and text and walking down to the 4th floor of the hospital or the basement to talk with HR. And
like it's a paper folder, and I've got documents that are immunizations and health records and TB mass fits, and then I've got photos on my phone, I think somewhere, of certifications and licenses, etc. And I've got a dusty old laptop that I have to travel around with because you can't do this stuff from your phone. In the travel healthcare space, it's very speed to market. This remote data exchange must happen quickly if you're going to be successful as a travel nurse. Well, no, I'm talking to other travel nurses and they have the same problem. And then I'm talking to that physical therapist and that rad tech that's not even a traveler, and they're having the same problem.
My initial reaction was, Trey, there's got to be a better way to do this stuff.
There's got to be a better solution for this.
I was shocked by the fact that no one else considered the pain points of our healthcare professionals important enough to make the investment or really figure out the problem and the solution to go with it. Kamana spent so much more time on that than anybody we've seen in the space. We knew that if we didn't do something about the problems our clients and our travelers and our healthcare professionals are facing, somebody else would. We wanted to be the first. Kamana was the answer to do that.
And Kamana provides that healthcare professional a digital wallet, and that essentially is just a unique place to store, track, manage, and share all their stuff.
You know, when we think about the problems that we're looking at in credentialing in healthcare, again, it's not local to just RNs or travel healthcare professionals. It's a big problem. It's systemic. It's across healthcare professionals. It's with travel agencies. It's in hospitals, clinics.
One of the things that drove us to start Kamana was Trey's personal breach of his information.
You know, I get this letter in the mail one day saying that my data's been breached. You know, I emailed this sensitive information, medical records, social security card, tax home address to a recruiter. They get their stuff hacked, and my data's out there. And I want to be mad at the hackers. I want to be mad at the situation, but I know better, right? I would never do that with a patient's data. I would never email somebody else's sensitive information. I'd lose my license. So why am I doing that with my own personal stuff?
At the center of our platform, we have always focused on security. We have made sure that anyone who needs access to this platform can get it securely, and that the traveler can share those links with whoever they need to without having fear of compromising their information. We do this by making sure that we're at the highest standards of encryption on our platform, and we do that without actually making it harder for our clients and our travelers to share information.
In our mind, it's just about how we can solve problems with technology and keep things simple.
What we're really driving towards at a rapid pace is getting healthcare professionals all over the country on this platform to ultimately be able to say, hey, I want to work here, here's everything you need to know about me. And instead of starting from scratch, they're already 60, 70, 80% of the way through the process. And you know, our goal as a company is to bring that process from many weeks to just a couple of days, or you know, maybe even less.
When I think about what it means to be partnering with Kamana, we've got somebody who has a mentality that the traveler is first, that the healthcare facility is first. Giving a traveler the ability to take their career into their own hands, and also by connecting our clients a lot faster with those healthcare professionals.
You know, when I think about Triage, there's the connections, there's the resources, but I think most importantly, they're passionate. They're like, let's go after it, let's get it, like let's do this. And you know, healthcare credentialing, not the most sexy industry, right? They want to disrupt this market. They want to provide solutions that are global, that are not specific to their organization, which was really important to us.
They've got this vision of how can we serve the travel healthcare market and then take that and replicate it for hospitals and for nursing homes and for medical students and for folks coming out of universities that are looking for their first job.
The bigger picture here is making sure that we create efficiency and a great experience. People talk about disrupting industries and things like that. We are willing to disrupt even our own model. As we apply that philosophy to the platform that we're building, we know we're going to get it right.
To New York we go, where the NMB team is constantly innovating to make the dream of homeownership a reality.
We're a direct lender. We specialize in purchase and refinance mortgages across the country. Prior to joining the mortgage industry, I was actually a swim instructor and went to school to be a marine biologist. So in the summer, I would teach swimming, and in the winter, I'd go to Hawaii and do volunteer work for Pacific Whale Foundation. And then I was getting a little bit older and I had to find a real job, quote unquote, and I got hired by a mortgage company as a loan officer. I took off rather quickly. I loved it, loved dealing with people, loved impacting people's lives so quickly. I was very successful. I had a great job living in New York City, and I didn't like working at a company when I was a regional vice president and my opinion didn't matter. I was dealing with people, I was dealing with borrowers, I was on the ground, and I'd bring my thoughts to upper management and they didn't care. It was, we're a big company, we know what we're doing, leave us alone. So I said, okay, I want to build a different type of mortgage company. A type of mortgage company that's relationship-based. Help people get into homes, first-time home buyers particularly. So I went out there and really built an amazing company from the ground up. I went out and found the best operations people, the best underwriters. So it's kind of like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. And that's what we did. And we built an amazing infrastructure. People saw what we built and ran and jumped ship and came over. We're actually the fastest growing private mortgage bank as per Inc. magazine in the last 2 years. Even better than that, Fortune magazine just rated us the #1 mid-sized mortgage bank by our employees. So it's working, and we're really proud of what we did.
Rich is a very hands-on owner, founder. I am the same way, and I think that's why we're very successful. You have the president, the founder, the chief production officer. We are available 24/7. If there's a problem, give us a call. We're picking up the phone, or we're calling you right back if we're in a meeting. What everyone needs to understand is behind a loan officer sits a referring partner, and if you need to deliver, your word's gold, and that's very important for all of us.
The biggest reason for me coming to the company is I got to work with Richard Steinberg, whose vision was to create a different type of culture. Mortgages are easy, people are hard, and we should all enjoy working with each other.
Everybody talks culture. Culture is the new hot buzzword of the day. I don't think people really know what culture is. Culture is your people truly feeling like it's a home. Profit is not your most important thing. Your employees are the single most important thing. Profit will come if you do it the right way.
We are a team of doers. So when we talk about our culture and we talk about our core values, it's not just words. It's not just something that you write up on the wall for anybody externally to see, but we actually live our core values. Our mission as a company is for our loan officers to be the trusted advisors to their clients and referral partners, but it's not just the loan officer. Every single department contributes to that loan officer being seen as a trusted advisor.
I've heard in my 27-year career that provide great service to your clients, provide great service to your clients. But what I have not heard until I joined Rich was providing great service to your employees as well.
Average employee, all industries across the United States, 59% are satisfied with the company that they work for. 97% of our employees rated us as a great place to work. Our loan officers, many times their conversations with our clients and referral partners is, I need this to get the loan done. I can't get the loan closed unless you give me this. And we want to take that away. So we have applied robotic process automation, and we've been able to successfully do that. And the way that we look at introducing technology to the company is we've humanized it. So Rosie Robot has her own email address, she has her own profile, and people see Rosie as a way that helps them do their job better. She's an enhancement to our team. She's a part of our team. By applying technology, we can give people more time to have more purposeful interaction with each other. They can then have the conversation, I'm calling to see how you're feeling about the process. Are there any questions that I can answer for you that will make you feel more comfortable about getting to closing?
Robotic processing has helped streamline. It took our turn times down by 21%, and it allows us to bring in more production and provide better service for our business partners and for our clients. For example, if you have a rate that's locked and I have a due date to provide a closing date for the sellers, the buyer's attorney, and more importantly, our clients, that we can under promise and over deliver.
When COVID first hit NMB, we really didn't know how to react or what to do. We were prepared as a company to protect our own employees. We bought masks, hand sanitizer, PPE equipment. Once we realized that we had all this equipment and we were shutting down our offices and working remote, we said, oh, here's a great way we can help. Let's donate all this equipment to first responders.
We wanted to give back, and Rich did a great job of doing that, being able to provide an extra added service to our first responders. Top service like they provide us is just something that we can give back that makes us feel great.
So that's how our Heroes program started. It didn't actually start as a lending program. It started as us donating to first responders, and first responders during the process bringing up mortgages and saying, oh, yeah, we'd love to help you. Actually, we're going to waive all our lending fees because you're a first responder. And that's what started the program completely organically. It wasn't started as a program, it was started as just helping people.
Knowing that you help somebody get into their American dream home and helping them achieve their goal, there's no better reward than that.
One of the most powerful things to do is be able to help people.
The BAM Capital team wants to show investors how to take control of their financial futures using the right asset management strategies.
I am Ivan Barrett, founder and CEO of the BAM Companies. So we're a multi-family owner-operator here in the Midwest. So basically, I'm an apartment guy. BAM Companies owns 5,000 apartments here across the Midwest. We've got close to 150 employees now, somewhere around almost 600 million in assets under management. And then that all started with me in a duplex. In the beginning, BAM was Baird Asset Management, and we were a property management company. We started managing assets, mostly small assets, for investors that didn't want to deal with what we used to say the tenants and the toilets. One day a few years ago, we decided that it was time to transition away from managing for other people. And so we transitioned out of that management company for others to where now we only manage apartments that we own and control. And then from there, 3 companies really grew out of the original one. That original management company, which is still the beautiful machine that makes this whole thing work. The construction arm, which is a formal construction company, which doing everything from small projects to heavy value add, all the way up to new construction. And of course, BAM Capital, our growing team of folks that are charged with stewarding the capital of our growing list of high net worth families and individuals that invest alongside us.
My name is Jerry Hyatt. I'm the Vice President of Construction. My role is to identify projects from the very beginning and then make those projects a reality after closing. Yeah, we do anything from small value-add projects to complete full renovations of an asset, soon to be shovels in the dirt and building from the ground up. We come from very humble beginnings, and we're proud of that, and we're proud of where we're at today. I started back in the 1990s, and so luckily joined up with BAM about 6 years ago, and it's been a great journey. When I first started, I don't even think we had computers in the offices in the communities, and they were all file cabinets. And so now with technology, we use so much technology that we like to stay ahead of all of our competitors in the competition. Technology makes BAM construction more efficient, which in return pays off for the investor.
I have actually been in the property management industry for about 23 years. I have been with BAM Management for about a year and a half, a little over a year and a half. BAM Management is definitely about work hard, play hard, and win. It's been a breath of fresh air for me personally. We are all about family first. I knew at that point that I'd made the wisest decision I could have ever made.
My name is Charbel. I live now in Indianapolis. I'm passionate about helping people with healthcare, musculoskeletal pain mostly, basically providing a solution where solution usually is not present for their musculoskeletal pain. Being a physician in the state of Indiana, my focus is primarily on my patient, staff, and family. So for me, it's very important to know that I have a passive investment vehicle, BAM Capital, as a trusted source to depend on. Trust and transparency are a very important component in my relationship, period, all along my business relationship. It's important to know that you are handing your investment and your hard-earned money to a person that you can trust with, and also transparency of what's happening. There's always this stigma of too good to be true, and with that, everybody is always concerned of do I trust this person, and is there transparency of what's happening? So that was a very important aspect of my approach to BAM Capital and to Ivan.
What separates it, and I think this is totally true with real estate investment holding companies like BAM Capital, is all these companies and the leadership have expertise in the space, right? They have expertise, some more than others, but they all have expertise. What really separates them are two things. One is, do they really believe in continuous improvement and live it and act upon it? Do you believe that today I'm going to be better than I was yesterday, and tomorrow I'm going to be better than I am today? Second is, do you believe in and act upon building something that is what we call platform company that is scalable? So a company that turns manual processes into automated processes that makes the company easier to run, so it's scalable. If you don't have a scalable company, it really limits your growth. So continuous improvement and scalability really separates the great companies from the good companies.
What we have exclusively here that almost no one in the industry has is we started a property management company first. Our roots, our foundation are in property management. Because really this business is all about execution, and the management team is mission critical to that execution. Layering on top now with BAM Construction and BAM Capital allows us to be fully vertically integrated while still keeping those roots firmly planted in the management team. My name is Ivan Barrett, founder and CEO of the BAM Companies. I'm trending today.
Expedition Overland is a team that inspires others to transform their lives through travel and truly thinks of the world as their very own playground.
Overland is a reality series that follows us, a crew of overlanders in our outfitted vehicles, through some of the most remote places in the world. It began in 2010, when my wife Rochelle and I decided to invest everything to make our dream of full-time overlanding a reality. For nearly a decade, we've had the opportunity to explore the further places of the world. Places from the wilds of Alaska, the jungles of Central America, and beyond to the most southern end of South America.
Guys, so the end of the road, guys, we have made it.
Come on! You find that like at the end of the roads, it's just an end of the road. Brings up that cliche that it's what's in between them.
Along the way, we forged the best of friendships, witnessed the incredible, and conquered overwhelming obstacles together. What drives our channel is the opportunity to inspire, educate, and equip our community. Join us as we strive for new adventures, breathtaking destinations, and unique cultures. We are Overland.
That's a wrap for this episode of Trending Today, coming to you from the Bank of Tennessee headquarters in Johnson City.
If you have an inspiring story that you want to share with our viewers, check us out online and email us.
And we'll see you soon here on Trending Today.